Hey there everyone, welcome to Storytime. It's me, Josh. I've got an exciting one today, another Walt Disney story. This one's called Dumbo. I love this one. Some of you out there may love this one as well. Some may not know what Dumbo is. You're about to find out. It's a cool story about an elephant with really big, gigantic ears. Alright, here we go. Walt Disney, Dumbo, illustrated by the Walt Disney Studio. Let me get ready and get comfortable. And now I'm going to ask you to get ready and get comfortable because we're about to delve into story time. Awesome. Here we go. Now we're going to split this one into two parts because it's a really long story. You'll be able to jump over and watch the other half in the next video. I will leave the light on. That way it's all sweet. Okay. It was spring. Spring in the circus. After the long winter's rest, it was time to set out again on the open road. Toot toot, whistled Casey Jones, the locomotive of the circus train. Whoop. All aboard, shouted the ringmaster. The acrobats, the jugglers, the tumblers, the snake charmers scrambled into their places on the train. The keepers locked the animal cages. Then, with a jiggity jerk and a brisk puff puff, off sped Casey Jones. The circus was on its way. Everyone was singing, everyone was happy. Happiest of all was Mrs. Jumbo, for in her stall was a chubby, brand new baby elephant. Though the other animals called the baby Dumbo, his mother loved him dearly, even though his ears were big. All night, while the baby animal slept, Casey Jones whistled and puffed, hauling the long train to the city where the circus was to open its show. Isn't that a nice picture? Train going over the bridge there. It was dark when he pulled into the station. Rain poured down and hard, but the circus began to unload. The roustabouts jumped down from the freight cars, or roustabouts. Can be pronounced differently. They lighted torches and stuck them in the ground. Men and animals came bustling out of the train into the windy, wet night. Mrs. Jumbo worked with the others, and her baby even helped a little. I like rain. I don't mind rainy days. By morning, the rain had stopped. The tent was all set up, and the circus was busy getting ready for the big parade. The band played. Everyone fell in line. Then off pranced the gay procession down the main street. There were creamy white horses, licorice-coloured seals. There were lady acrobats in pink silk tights, lions pacing in their gilded wagon cages, elephants marching with slow, even steps. The crowds on the sidewalk cheered. Then suddenly their eyes opened wide. They craned their necks. "Look, look," they cried. "Look at that silly animal with the draggy ears. He can't be an elephant. He must be a clown." You can see Dumbo trailing off the back there. The gigantic ears. Sadly, Dumbo toddled behind his mother with his tongue clasped to her tail. Clasped to her tail. He tried to hurry along faster so he wouldn't hear the laughter, but he stumbled, tripped over his ears, down. He splashed into a puddle of mud. Ah, poor fellow. Now the crowds laughed even louder. Mrs. Jumbo scowled at them. She picked Dumbo up and carried him under her trunk the rest of the way. When the parade finally came back to the tent, everyone hustled to get ready for the afternoon show. Mrs. Jumbo put Dumbo in her wooden bathtub, and as she scrubbed, she whispered comforting words. Poor Dumbo just got laughed at all day. A gang of noisy boys came pushing in first for the afternoon show. "We want to see the elephant," they yelled. "The one with the sailboat ears. Look, there he is." A boy grabbed one of Dumbo's ears and pulled it hard. Then he made an ugly face and stuck out his tongue. Mrs. Jumbo couldn't stand it. She snatched the boy up with her trunk and spanked him hard. "Help!" he cried. "Help! Help! What's going on here?" cried the ringmaster, rushing forward with his whip. "Tie her down!" he yelled. "Tie her down!" he yelled. Soon, she was behind the bars in the prison wagon with a big sign that said, "Danger! Mad elephant! Keep out!" Poor thing, I was just thinking like that. Mrs. Jumbo is just protecting little Dumbo because they're making fun of him. Not cool. But now, they're calling her a mad elephant because she picked up the little boy. Not cool. The day they made Dumbo into a clown, they painted his face with a foolish grin and dressed him in a baby dress. On his head they put a bonnet. They used him in the most ridiculous act in the show, a make-believe fire. Every night he had to jump from the top of a blazing cardboard house down into a fireman's net. The audience thought it was a great joke, but Dumbo felt disgraced. He's a disgrace to us, the big animals agreed, and they turned their backs on him. Well, we're going to leave it there. So poor Dumbo is not treated very well by everyone else in the circus and also all of the audience and spectators that come to watch. It's not very nice. It's just born that way. Not cool. But don't worry. We'll be back really, really soon for part 2. We'll read the other half and we'll find out exactly what happens and if everything ends up okay in the end. I think it will. What do you think? Yeah? Alright, awesome. I'm excited. I'm going to leave the light on. I'll be back really soon. Bye. For now, but not forever.